The continent of Africa has been the luckiest in the world, having recorded low number of coronavirus in terms of cases and deaths, but its economy has not been so lucky, especially the poorer, smaller countries that rely on a single resource of foreign help for sustenance. The COVID-19 crisis worsened fiscal imbalances, increasing public spending and loss of government revenues, and pushed up public debt to hardly sustainable levels. For the year 2020, the International Monetary Fund (IMF) estimates that the economy of sub-Saharan Africa will shrink to 3.0%, making the worst outcome on record. However, it is expected to then grow by 3.1% next year, although this is a much slower pace than elsewhere in the world. In terms of per capita income, it has fallen 5.3% and back to 2013 levels in the space of just a few months. Africa's second biggest economy, South Africa, has the worst hit, given that it was already in recession before the pandemic started. So far, its economy is expected to shrink by 8.0% this year. The economy of major oil-producing countries such as Algeria, Angola, and Nigeria have not performed better. They have suffered very badly from the plunge in crude prices, especially in the early months of the pandemic. Since then, prices have firmed slowly to arrive back at around $50 per barrel. In tourist-driven economies such as Morocco, Tunisia, and Seychelles, the pandemic has brought travel to a virtual standstill, grounding airlines which are struggling to survive. So far in Africa, job losses in aviation and related industries could rise up to 3.5 million. That is more than half of the region's 6.2 million aviation-related employment and 400,000 more than the previous estimate. Meanwhile, debt profile of many African countries have risen in the last few months. This has made G20 countries to put in place a moratorium on interest payment for some 47 countries, most of them in Africa. The G20 has also said its members are ready to renegotiate some of the debt itself, but such moves have limits. As of December 29, the Africa Center for Disease Control and Prevention reported total 2.6 million cases and 63,300 deaths for a population of 1.2 billion. That's roughly one case of every 500 people, compared to 1 in 20 in the United States of America. Kamil Sadiq reporting for CBA TV.